So you're wanting to get paid in crypto for offering your services, but you don't know how to get started? I'm going to help you out. What up guys, Matalong6 here, and today we're going to be doing a step-by-step guide on how to set up payments in the crypto space. We're going to be going over two perspectives in this whole video. The first one is going to be the employer or your client who's sending you the funds, and the second is going to be the recipient, which is you who's receiving the funds for providing your services. So please watch the video to the very end so that way you can get a well-rounded idea of what to expect in the crypto space when offering your services and then receiving crypto in exchange. Also guys, please keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research more than just watching this video. So first off, you need to select a crypto exchange that works for both you and your client. Remember that you can send payments from any crypto exchange to another one or even to a cold wallet, so it doesn't really matter if you guys have the same exchange or not, but just make sure that you're using the same blockchain, which we'll talk about later. So if you want to know my recommendations, I suggest trying out Coinbase or Uphold, especially if you're a beginner in the crypto space. Now I do have a video on how to set both of these up, so if you would like to watch those and figure that out to complete this first step, I suggest you go ahead and do that now and then come back to the rest of this video. So when you're creating a crypto exchange, most likely you'll have to go through a KYC, which means know your customer. And that is because of legal regulations that have been put on exchanges where the exchange has to know who you are. They have to know who they're dealing with. That is to help prevent fraudulent activities, because if they know who they are, then they can be held reliable and responsible for any scams that they may do. So in the KYC, it will often have you take a photo holding up next to you with your license just to verify that you can see the photo there and your photo, just to verify you are who you say you are. Sometimes they'll also have you write on a piece of paper the same date, so that way they can verify that you're currently doing it. And in some cases they may ask for your social security number or whatever is equivalent of that in your country. Typically scammers are not going to be using exchanges, however they still do in some cases because scammers can be stupid. So here we are, I have Uphold open. You can see on the left side is my watch list of just viewing the price of coins. The middle is my portfolio, how much I actually own of the cryptocurrency, and then on the right side over here is actually where you're going to be making transactions. So in this case, we are pretending that we are the client and send the funds to you. So what we're going to be doing is selecting our source. So your client will need to select their bank account, most likely, unless they have cryptocurrency that they're going to exchange later. And then they're going to need to select a cryptocurrency that they're going to buy. So keep in mind that most exchanges will have a 5 business day clearance policy if you're using a bank account. What this means is that when you initially pay for cryptocurrency, you're going to have to wait about 5 days. Each exchange is different, but the average seems to be about 5 business days, and then it will finally clear, so that way you can actually gain access to sending the funds outside of the exchange. So what that means is that once I buy some crypto, I won't be able to withdraw it out of the exchange. Normally the exchange will allow you to switch between different cryptocurrencies within the same exchange. However, it won't let you withdraw it out of their exchange until the payment is clear. Now what this mainly is for is to prevent fraudulent activity. Maybe the payment doesn't clear, it doesn't fully transfer to the exchange, and then the exchange already sent your crypto to another exchange, and then all you have to do is close your account, and then you will get away with infinite money glitch. Infinite money glitches do not exist in the real world. They don't want to go bankrupt, because then if they go bankrupt, that means every single person who holds money on their exchange also is probably screwed. So just keep that in mind. Now, if the person already has funds in their account, they are probably able to just trade to the cryptocurrency that you guys agreed on and then send it the same day. And the only time you have to wait for payment clearing is if you send it from your bank account to the exchange. So now I'm going to show you a little demo what it may look like when sending or receiving cryptocurrency, just to get you a little more familiar with it. And I'm also going to assume that the client owes you $50 just for this demonstration. It's a good idea, since you understand that you're going to have to wait anyways, to just buy probably a stable coin. And if the crypto exchange doesn't offer a stable coin, sometimes they offer US dollar. So we're just going to buy straight up US dollar. So then we would put $50, then we would do preview deposit, and you'll see right here it takes maybe 4 to 5 business days in order for you to be able to withdraw or send it to another exchange. But you can trade between different cryptocurrencies instantly. And then you would click confirm deposit. So I've already deposited some money into my account, so that way we don't have to worry about waiting the 5 business days. And the reason we selected a stable coin or US dollar is so that way the price of the coin didn't go up or down while we're waiting for the payment to clear. That way we're actually able to send how much we actually owe. So I'm going to go ahead and select my US dollar that we traded for, and we also need to select which coin we're actually going to send. So you and your client are going to need to decide and agree upon which crypto coin you would like to use, as well as which blockchain you would like to use, because some coins are on more than one blockchain. So for example, Ethereum is on the Ethereum mainnet. However, Ethereum is also available on Polygon because people have wrapped it to be accessible on Polygon. So you do not want to send Ethereum through the Polygon network if the other side, the other person, is expecting it on the Ethereum network. So let me share with you how to go over all that, and let me give you some recommendations as well to which blockchains that I would suggest using, because they have cheaper fees than some of the other blockchains. So now that you guys have agreed on a coin, let me share with you how to actually select some blockchains. So the first thing you're going to need to do is select which blockchain, and then make sure that you're actually using the correct blockchain. So some blockchains that I recommend would be, first I would recommend XRP, because it is instantaneous to transfer, as well as it only costs less than 1 cent to actually pay for the gas fees. Second, I would suggest Polygon, and that's because it only takes a few seconds to process and send, and it also takes about 1 cent to actually pay for the gas fees. And thirdly, if you're out of other options, I would pick Litecoin, and that's because Litecoin is available on any exchange that supported Bitcoin, which is all exchanges would have to also support Litecoin. So Litecoin's also a very valuable option for you, because every exchange has it and it takes minutes to process and receive. However, the fees are going to be a few dollars. Now keep in mind that the fee is always paid by the sender, so whoever's sending the coins is going to be paying the fee. Hey, Future Matt here, and I just wanted to share with you guys something that I just remembered, is that sometimes when withdrawing from an exchange, they might charge you a spread fee or some other fee. So in this example right here, you can see that the current price of XRP is 52 cents. However, when you're buying over here on the preview page, before you actually send the coins, you'll see right here that they are valuing it as 53 cents, which means I'm getting less XRP per dollar when I'm trying to send it, rather than if I were trying to value what my actual portfolio is if I just held it. And normally they'll break down fees if you go here, and you can see different fees and stuff, and they're normally transparent about it. Just sometimes figuring out the information is hidden, but once you find it, you'll see everything spelled out for you. So next, let me go ahead and show you how to actually make sure that you guys are using the same blockchain. So for Uphold, it's pretty easy. Let me go ahead and share with you. So basically, when you select your destination, you can scroll on over to the right side, and you can select crypto networks. These are all the different blockchains that are available on Uphold. So let's go ahead and click show more, and on Uphold it'll be on the left side like this says Ethereum, and it says we're going to send Ethereum or Ether through the Ethereum network. So here's a great example where you may get confused. Let's say you guys decided to send Gnosis coin. So Gnosis right here on Uphold, Gnosis coin is available only through the Ethereum network. However, Gnosis has their own blockchain called the Gnosis chain. So you guys may select the same coin, but this is why it's important to also select the same network, the same blockchain. So in this case, we're just going to buy $50 worth of XRP. So I'm going to search for XRP. I'm not going to select these because these are my accounts. I'm going to go down here to Crypto Network. I'm going to select XRP coin on the XRP Ledger network. And that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to head and select that. So now that I showed you Uphold, now I'm going to share with you how to actually find which blockchains are supported on Coinbase and then generically on a more advanced exchange like Kucoin. Type in how much you want to send and then copy and paste the receiving address of your person you're sending to, and then click continue. Now this is where it gets very confusing. Here it doesn't tell you at all what blockchain you're using. Now sometimes there'll be a little button that you click that says please send through a different crypto network if they offer 2 different blockchains. However, it doesn't appear that Chainlink, as an example, has that option. So in order to figure that out, you're actually going to have to click on the coin, and then you'll scroll down here in overview. In the first sentence it should say link Ethereum token. That means that they are going to be sending it through the Ethereum network if you send that coin. However, some coins are offered on more than one blockchain, like this Polygon. By reading this overview, you would not be able to understand that they are actually allowing 2 different networks to work on Coinbase. But if you hit like receive it right here, it would say which network, and you can select Polygon or Ethereum. So just keep in mind that Coinbase can be a little bit harder on figuring out which network they use, and that's one of the reasons I do prefer Uphold over Coinbase. And then on more advanced exchanges like Kucoin, for example, you can see that when you try to withdraw something right here, it makes you select a network. That's how you would be able to know which blockchains they support. And another thing to keep in mind is that when you are purchasing coins on exchanges, sometimes the exchange will have its own fee added on top of the gas fees or any purchasing fees that may apply and whatnot. Like I think Coinbase charges you $2 just to deposit into your Coinbase account, but Uphold doesn't. That's another reason I prefer Uphold. So let's go ahead and take our example $50 worth of XRP and send it to our client. So what we're going to need to do is make sure that we have already sent our receivings address to our client, so that way they know where to send it. Think of this as like your PayPal email address. So you have to tell them your PayPal email address so that way they know where to send the money to which PayPal account. That's the exact same thing that's happening with crypto, except for it's just going to be a big string of a whole bunch of vomit of different characters. Here's an example right here. In fact, if you would like to scan the QR code, you could actually donate Polygon to me right now, and that would be very appreciated. Anyways, let's continue on with this video. So what we're going to need to do is find our receivings address. So how you do that is actually pretty easy. All you're going to need to do is select the cryptocurrency in your portfolio, select the coin, and then in the top right, click wallet address. Here you'll be able to copy your address. Now I wanted to select XRP on purpose because I wanted to share with you guys that some coins require more than just an address. So in this case, there's an address, which is going to most likely be the address to the crypto exchange in general. And then there's a destination tag, and that's a tag so that way the exchange knows who to actually credit. Because if they receive just this first one, they're going to be like, I don't know whose this is, but we just have the money now. And if you have the tag, they'll say, oh, we need to send it to this person on their account. So now that you've copied both of these and sent both of them to your client is then going to send you the coins. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and select the XRP from my account here, and then we're going to send it XRP to the XRP network right here. We don't want to accidentally send it on any other network. Make sure you're sending it to the correct network. This is very important because otherwise you might lose all of the money that you were trying to send. That's why I'm trying to stress this so much. Sorry that I keep repeating myself. Let's go ahead and select that now, and let's say $50. Now you may notice that on Uphold you can send $50 worth here, or you can click this button right here and you can select how many XRP tokens you would actually like to send. Some exchanges only allow this option of sending the exact number of coins and not the fiat value worth. So if your exchange is something like that, you can always go to coingecko.com and you can search up the coin, and then right down here they have a converter for you. So I can put in $50, which means that 95 XRP tokens is worth $50. Let's go ahead and preview withdrawal and then type in the address right here. Now it's very important that you get this address right, so you probably just want to copy and paste it and not like maybe someone took a picture of it. Don't use that. Ask them to copy and paste it for you, because if you type it in wrong, you're sending it to the wrong person. Confirm it and then go through any security measures that the exchange has. So we're going to hit confirm, and then it's going to ask me to type in my 6-digit code from my authenticator app. And at this point, it should give you a little check. And now if it doesn't give you a check, it should say something like error, funds are not cleared yet until such and such date. That just means your funds haven't been settled yet, like we talked about earlier. Now, some things that may occur at this point is, earlier I said that the blockchain for XRP is instantaneous. Now, keep in mind, it is instantaneous, but if you're using an exchange instead of a wallet, it's going to take a second for the exchange to actually send it, because what you're doing with an exchange is you're telling the exchange, hey, send this to this person, and then the exchange goes and it goes through the order that it receives it, and it'll eventually get to you and then send it out. And then once it actually sends out, the blockchain will be instantaneous for XRP. So if you go to your activities over here, you can see that I just sent $50. Now we're going to go ahead and flip on over to your perspective, and you're going to be actually receiving the coins. So I just now received the coins right here. You can see it was about 1 cent less. That's probably just a rounding issue that happened. Sometimes the exchange says that the coin is slightly worth more or less than what it actually says it's worth on CoinGecko, which is okay. So I received 1 cent less. So I would go ahead and accept a small amount of tolerance from your client when receiving things, because they did have to pay the fee and they had to do this work to figure it all out if they haven't already. So if it's only a few cents difference, I wouldn't mention it. In this case, you can see it's processing. What that means in this particular case with Uphold is that the exchange has received the coins, they just have not credited them to your account yet, so they'll be there in a second. Now, if your client sends you a link of something that looks something like this is also totally okay. This is actually proof that they sent the coins. As long as your address that you sent them is somewhere in this mess of stuff, then you know that your guy is trustworthy and he sent the money to you. And they don't always look like this. It just depends which blockchain you're using. This is Etherscan. This is for Ethereum, a blockchain I don't suggest using because of high fees. And this is what XRP looks like. XRP is also known as Ripple. So if they say something about Ripple, it's the same thing. And this is what it may also look like. So we can see right here that I've received the $50. It's fully cleared now in Uphold. And now what you want to do with it is up to you. You can trade it for other coins, you can send it back to your bank account, you can save it, as XRP and just hold it. What I would suggest doing is, if you want to trade cryptocurrencies, select some coin that you would like to invest in. If you rather not, I would just switch it on over to a stable coin, which a stable coin is a coin that is pegged to the US dollar. Sometimes they're pegged to different things like the price of gold and stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know any other cryptocurrency questions you may have, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and God bless. Peace. For my authenticator.